Morning, y'all. We getting started at it this morning. We just finished up one yard, 7:45 now. This person right here, I don't know that we'll be able to keep him. Last year we came out to this area to cut this house that we're putting a flyer on right now. We should have already reached out. We should have done this last time.
So they what? Nobody was here. They still had a lot box from there.
Yeah, but see, they've done found someone if he ain't doing it himself.
Yeah.
He may be doing it himself, but anyways, we started out here in this area because it's more populated than where we are, so we knew, well, we thought we could, you know, get a decent route built up this way, and we did, really. I mean, in this one neighborhood, I think we quoted one right there, and then the neighbor, and then the guy down in the cul-de-sac, and then Jordan, and then the guy across the street, Jamal, the guy beside Jamal, and the guy across, I mean, it's guy beside Jordan across from, we quoted like 7 yards in that subdivision.
Yeah, and there ain't but probably 15 in there.
Yeah. And things just didn't take off in there for us. So yeah, to put this in perspective, yesterday we did a total of like 47 or 48 miles. Today we're already at 24. Now we're cutting on the way back home. We didn't just come 24 to go 24 back, but you know, there's definitely room for improvement on this section of the route. I did the numbers yesterday. Without the 2 quotes and without the pine straw, because we're not always going to have, you know, that, I think we were going to be somewhere around $845 today, somewhere around 90 something to 100 miles. So this is one of our new customers. It's only the second time that we've cut it. I don't know how we're going to be on time here, because this sod is full of weeds, and you got to cut it really, really slow because it's new anyway. And also the weeds, you know, they don't cut that great, even when you go slow. But I just want to get some quick footage. We upcharged him on the pine straw, so it's already a good customer in my book. So for him to be able to take it, you know, took the initial quote, we upcharged him on the first cut to get things kind of in order how we want them, and then before we came here to the second cut, we sold him on some straw because his beds were a little skimpy from where they had the house built, and then he sprayed and everything and got the weeds out of the beds, and they just need to be touched up. So got it in there nice and thick now. 32. All right, y'all, so we just got that one done. That was a new one. I don't know how that footage was going to be from this older GoPro. It's still, you know, it still works good, but sometimes the audio is in and out. So but yeah, that was a new customer. That was our second cut on him. He's in a good area we don't have a lot of. You know, it's off the main highway, 120 right here, but there's a lot of people, a lot of new neighborhoods, a lot of new houses in this area. So we're gonna try to be thickening up in this area, but it might be next year before we can do it. But anyways, we were all right on time there. We didn't just absolutely smoke it. Like I was saying, the grass didn't cut that great. But either way, I think today would have been worst case scenario because we've only cut it twice. So we still haven't, you know, we can get faster at it. Our number's good now, so that's all right. But that's perfect. So that's above our bare minimum, and for a new customer like that too, that's where we want to be. Pine straw turned out good. So we ended up using 11 bales of straw. You know, it probably took us, I got off the mower at 9:10, and we were done by 9:30, but then we had to blow and try to roll it and all that. So they're building all kind of houses in this area right here. So we're heading to go to a quote right now in Bremen.
Bremen?
Yeah, well no, Buckhannon, I'm sorry. We're heading to go do a quote in Buckhannon. Our Bremen one's later on, ain't it? And hopefully we'll be able to get this yard. I guess it works good on this route. I guess it depends on how it looks.
Yeah, I don't really have a clue.
That's one thing I usually do, and I haven't on this yard and a couple of the other ones, but I like to pull up the property. I use the hunting app, you know, like Onyx, Base Map. I'm using Spartan Forge right now. You can just type the address in and pull it up and kind of get a idea. And then of course you can Google it and do Street View. But a lot of places we got, Street View's pointless. What do you think? What was you gonna say?
I think this yard cut better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure them blades are shot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some old root stumps that was kind of hard to see. I backed over one of them, and I hit that. I like that deck so heavy because it don't bounce like the laser does. But when you got to pick it up, try to float it over some roots or something, jeez.
Yeah.
We ended up making a killing on it, but we didn't, you know, it wasn't what we were aiming for. I mean, we just thought it was going to take a little bit longer than it did. And we broke it down. Basically, we charged her $350 for a first cut, and it took us 72 minutes. So 144 minutes. Divided it out, it's like $2.40 something cents, $2.43 I think. I mean, we gave her that price for today, and then once a month price would be, or 4 weeks from today, would be $250, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be good. Alright, so we just finished our 5th yard, 1242. Not making like killer time, but you know, this yard right here is beginning to be a little bit of an issue with timing and stuff. And they've gave us some extra work, and I don't think we had one problem with them last year, did we here?
No.
I mean, not that I recall, but you know, they added some grass out here on the outside of the gate that we just figured the county would do, and I'm pretty sure we cut it a couple times before we even went up on her, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I wanted to go up on her anyway, and she added this. I went up. I still don't think it's enough. And then I haven't been to this yard, I don't think, in the last 2 cuts, so it's been over a month since I've been here. And Cody's been telling me that, you know, they've been adding stuff. Well, you know, I'm fine with that every once in a while, and I'm fine with that if the money's right. And I mean, we do some extra stuff here and there, you know, but you can't just, I don't know, I guess it's more the way she presented herself with it. And we've been dealing with the mother, but the last couple times has been dealing with the daughter. So I don't know, we originally started dealing with her, then the mother came into the picture. Now she's back out, I guess, and we're dealing with the daughter. And I don't know, I guess it's just the way she presented it. Cody had told me and I'd forgotten about it. She came out there to me and was being nice, telling me thanks for coming and all, and then, well, hey, I got 3 things. Cut that down, that tree limb is hanging over in the driveway, you know, and this, and then and then do that. And I mean, cause she said it so fast, I had to stop her when she walked away, Cody. When she started walking away, and I was like, wait a minute, what now? What are you talking about? You know? And she told me again, and I'm like, okay. But I guess she just assumed we weren't gonna charge her for that. I mean, that's not, we're not doing that. All right, so it's 1:30. We just finished our 6 yard. We were a couple minutes off there as far as the timing of our bare minimum. And we ain't gonna be able to do anything about it. I ain't gonna do nothing about that with her. She's a sweet old lady. She needs us, and I'm fine with it. See, I do wonder how many times we're gonna be like that or under in comparison to all these overs. You know, we were over all day yesterday, but if you'd added all that together, I wonder how equal it would be, or if we would still be more to the good, you know, up off our minimum. But today, so yeah, 1:30, 52 miles. Well, yeah, 52 miles. We're at $972 total dollars with the pine straw, you know, out. So our money will be more today, which is good. So we were only going to be at 800 and something. That's all we had definite. So we still got several yards left. So money's looking good. Skags are working good. That'll save us, you know, decent amount of hours off of the laser, which is important because we need the laser to last a long time, as much as that thing costs. Well, I mean, we're not cutting every day with it anyway still, but I like putting hours on that mower when it ain't really going to make a big difference time-wise. None of these yards really would make a big difference time-wise with a 52 or a 60, or, you know, slower 60 like that one. So all right, so this is $75 yard. Took 15 minutes, 30 minutes total. Some of them are just like that. You know, 75 divided by 30, $2.50 a minute. I mean, so anyways, y'all, yeah. So some of the yards that we ended up moving around, you know, when you're in a spot like we're in, I feel like that once a week, if you ain't careful, ain't worth it, right? So we had a Cedartown area, and I wanted to move everybody in that area on one weekend, but the problem is we got to go out that way for the guy that's once a month, and then for the lady that's once a week now. So it really didn't make any sense in moving everybody. So we got to go to Cedartown twice anyway. So we kind of just left it. Except for we did get, well, yeah, the ones that were close to that lady are good and on the same weekend. But then it really doesn't matter because we're back there the next weekend anyway. So. All right, so that's a wrap on the day. I forgot to look at the miles. I think it's around 100. $117. A lot more than yesterday. All right, so wrapping up this weekend. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $14 yards, I believe it is. 117 miles, 14 yards, $1,578. We got here at like 6:30. It's 8:30. 14 hours. We did eat lunch. And we did have, you know, the quotes took some extra time today. And some of that money was generated with, we left out of here with basically 22 bales of straw then, wasn't it? Didn't we put out 11 and sold 11? Yeah. So last night we loaded some straw on. We was gonna sell it to that, some of it to that guy Chris. Didn't know exactly how much he needed. We put some extra, and then ended up selling it to. We didn't put it out. We just dropped it off for them. They wanted it, but they didn't want to take the price to install it. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's not a bad weekend. So 1578 for today, and what was yesterday's? Wasn't it like 11:45? Yeah, 11:45 yesterday, 1578 today. So not bad. I think we've done a lot better getting our route density, and for as good as we can anyway. And yeah, we need to take some time and adjust on the handle on that walk behind, even though we don't use it that much. Need to get it right, but other than that, that's a wrap. The only thing we got on the books right now is just regular maintenance, cutting. But I am going to be taking a note on some of these people that we might could upsell some rest of the straw for, or more straw or mulch or anything. Kind of take some notes and talk to some people just to try to generate some more work and more money. So, but yeah, that ain't a bad 2 days right there. Hard 2 days, but not bad. All right, we out.